Hello everybody, welcome back to the farm. So one of the million thousand projects I have going on here is taking a peek at Project Trailer. Now, hopefully you saw the video from before about Project Trailer. I'm doing a little bit more work on it. I noticed one of my welds broke, and I also have a little trip that I'm going on really soon, which will be on another video that I haven't even started on yet because I'm not on the trip. But anyway, so I'm going on another trip really soon, and I'm putting a lot of miles on this thing, and I really want to make sure my welds are good. I've used this trailer at least for 2 animal hauling trips and at least another trip or 2 non-animal hauling. And it's held up very well. As I'm driving on the road, I kind of think in the back of my mind and wonder, are my welds good? Are my welds gonna hold? And that just bothers me a lot. So this next trip I'm going on is gonna be a lot longer. It's gonna be 7 hours each way. And that's a long time to wonder about my welds. So since I have the time-ish, or since I can make the time because this is a top priority due to safety, I figure, let me check the welds out. Now, I've looked at the welds underneath the trailer. So mainly what I'm talking about are the brackets that hold the axle on. If those welds were to break, that would be disastrous on the highway. So for my safety, the animal safety, and everyone else around me's safety, I think it's a good idea just to check them and get that peace of mind. Now, since I'm going as far as to check them, I'm gonna just throw another weld on top of them regardless. When I welded them, I did weld them with 220 flux core. I didn't use shield and gas, I used flux core. And I mean, I've welded with that before on other big jobs, on trailers actually, and they've held fine. I've gone thousands of miles on those welds. I think I'm okay with that. Yes, shield and gas would be better, but this is what I'm gonna do. To get to the welds, I'm gonna need, to get to my axles, I'm gonna need to take off some of these boards. I'm gonna have to take off, I don't know where these axles are, somewhere around here, somewhere. Here and there, they're kind of close together. I gotta take off a couple boards of this floor. To do that, I'm gonna have to take off this one bar that's right there. That'll allow me to get access under here. I've noticed that weld broke there. So I'm gonna fix that weld on there while I'm doing this whole thing. First things first, I need to grind off these welds here that I have holding on this angle. Excuse the safety glasses, at least they're safety glasses, right? All right, so I'm gonna attack this weld here, and I'm really pondering taking this off, but I'm gonna be safe. Try to be safe. It's gonna be a booger. Yeah, it's really difficult to get underneath there. So let me see what other welds I have real fast. I thought I welded here, but I guess I didn't. Where did I weld? I don't have a lot of welds on this. I need a new wheel. Oh boy. Well, let me go find another wheel, and then I'll show you my progress. All right, got the grinding completed. I'll take this off. Put it up here so I can hit my head on it later. And then I just need to take off the boards where the axles are. So just to guess, they're gonna be about right here. Okay, next step is to hose it off because it's nasty. But I think I might grind it first and then hose it off. Obviously I didn't clean it up good enough. And I'm glad to see this because I know I need to do a lot better cleaning of this when I'm done using it. I am gonna throw some hay in it this time. But you see, all this is bad. All this wet poop is really, really bad. That's just going to rot everything away. So, noted. Yeah, so I don't know if I even mentioned it in my other video, but here's the block This is the block here. This is the axle right here. I had to put these on. They had other plates on before that mounted from the top. So this axle has a hole on the top where it would bolt onto this. But because I wanted to add this block, I had to add this kind of axle that would accept this block. Now, if I took the block out, this axle will still fit in here, but not vice versa. So I added the block and it lifts it up. I think this is roughly 2 3/4 inches, something like that. So it's that much higher, so that if I make the clearance from the gooseneck in the bed, if I made that good clearance, it tilts up the trailer like this. Therefore, the front axles, those ones over there, are not hitting the ground, or they're not running with any weight. All the weight is on here. So you're gonna have more blowouts and all that kind of stuff. So to even the trailer up, you have to lift it up so that it will ride level. So that's essentially what I did. Here's my welds. Can't really see them very well, but from the factory, they only welded 3 spots. 1, 2, 3 on the previous ones. I cut that plate off and then I welded this to the plate that was welded on from the factory. What I want to do now is run a huge weld from the actual frame of the trailer to this bracket. So it's going to be a big weld, and I'll probably do 3 or so large welds. Okay, so I'm back. You're going to hear the welder in the background. So I found out I didn't have a helmet, so I had to go run down to the store and get another one. Yeah, it just takes a long time. So it's getting late, and I gotta hurry up and get this stuff done. Don't want to show too much of my welds because they suck, but they hold. So if I didn't come back in here and re-weld this, I think it would have been fine. It's okay, but since I have it torn apart already, I'm just gonna put some welds on it. I'm doing 3 big honka welds that cross all 3 pieces of metal: the frame, the previous bracket, and the new bracket. That's really it. So here we go. I'm not a professional. I'm sure I've mentioned that a time or two. Ugh. That looks like a brain. I don't know what I was doing there. I need a little brush. So anyway, these look horrible. Don't judge. I don't know what that is. That's some kind of brain. I don't know what they all are. They're just globs. It actually looked a little bit better when I cleaned them up, but I'll get to that in a minute. That's all my welds. What I need to do now is I'm going to clean them up, put this back together, and put my other bar back on top and re-weld it. And I gotta hurry up. I know it doesn't show very well on camera, but it's getting dark. It is. Well, right there, 1 more second it says, and 2 more seconds, and then it's going to be officially nightfall. Anyway, or sundown or whatever. I'm also working on these doors. I had to paint them, and I only got one side done. The other side's kind of done, but it needs another coat. So these are the sides that are done, and they're all missing. So I painted the trim and all that kind of stuff. And yes, it's getting dark. I still have to unload my truck, and I gotta pack up for my other trip, and I want to leave actually tonight on my other trip. So got a lot to do right now. I'll try to get back real quick when I'm done buttoning everything up. If not, I'll show you on my trip. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.